Hello musici, let's analyze now the Sarabande. We are doing on this very big series analyzing the dances of this collection by Fischer, Musicalischer Parnassus by Fischer, and all the videos are on Patreon, so we are analyzing all the pieces to understand then how to compose in this style, because patterns are the fundamental things you have to know to compose these pieces, but then they are not totally enough. You have to apply them on different rhythms and style. Let's analyze the Sarabande. All the videos are on Patreon, so join our Patreon, because you have a big community where there are also some chats where you can share your analysis, your works this way, and you can have a more confidential connection with me, because we can talk better with our chats. Now, let's analyze this PDF, which can also you find on the post on Patreon annexed to this video, so you can download the analysis and also do another analysis by yourself. Sarabande. Let's play it. Anytime before say anything, play and let's see what is the field, what are you going to analyze. So let's play it. Okay, good, but it's a little bit slow for a Sarabande. Sarabande is not in general so slow dance, okay? The slowest dance is the courant. So here, also according to the rhythm, I feel something more fluent. Also because it's a Sarabande in 3/4 instead of 3/2. So a smaller denominator usually indicates a faster speed. Yes, pam 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 pam. This seems the perfect time. Okay, wonderful. Now, first of all, the most important thing of the Sarabande is that it's easy to identify phrases, because in the Sarabande all the phrases are very balanced. In general, 4+4 bars. So we have the first phrase, which is this one, and the second phrase, which is this one, creating then a big phrase of 8 bars. And this is very recognizable by the rhythm, the phrasing, and the cadence. Sol, do, sol, fa, 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 mi, fa, re. And here we have a rhythm, a phrase with entirely the rhythm of the Sarabande, with the Sarabande syncopation, which is this one. Pam, sol, fa, 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 mi, re, re. And also here the melody is quite stepwise, because we have that's true, these lips, but so oh, it's something like, if we want to identify a structure, sol, do, fa, mi, re, sol, do, fa, mi, re, and I want you to notice this. Look at the courant. Do, fa, mi, re. Let's see the Allemand. No, we can see this. No, but in the courant, do, fa, mi, re, where the first phrase finishes, very big, a small phrase. Here the other phrase finishes here. Pam, pam. Second phrase, this time, notice the compositional element. Here we have descending lips, and now they are ascending. La, sol, fa, fa, mi, la, sol, fa, mi, and a printer here is very clear. So let's write la, sol, fa, mi. So printer in this point. How to learn the printer, how to learn composition, how to learn the secrets and get the freedom of composition in style, join the Partimento method. Here in the description you can find the link to join the Partimento method and then to unlock all the chapters to learn each pattern separately, and then you can recognize, it's important, musical analysis is fundamental, and then recombine them into new musical pieces as we are preparing to do with Sarabande, courants, Allemands, and this way. So, Sarabande, la sol, fa, mi, this way. Perfect. Now, let's analyze the bass line. Fa, re, sol, do, sol. Here it's very interesting the beginning with fa, the canto enarmonico. Fa, passing from the property of G ut to the property of F ut. Fa, re, sol, do, sol. This thing is about property is something concerning a way of conceiving music or reading music called solmization, hexachordal solmization. Cantus enarmonicus is when you change the hexachord without modation. So changing from calling this different notes with the same syllable. This is canto enarmonico. Then sol, fa, mi. Then we have the first phrase where we can see an idiomatic pattern. This is very similar to the so-called passo indietro, literally back step, passo indietro. In the Partimento method we are in stage 7.5 because it's within the altus cadence. It's it belongs to the altus cadence family. Also because sol, fa, mi. You can imagine a little altus cadence even if we don't have a cadence here, okay? The movement is very similar. Fa, mi, fa. Then re, mi, fa in the tenor. This is very beautiful also to enhance in playing. Re, mi, fa, re, mi, fa, mi. So we have a thetic point, an harpsichord point here, where we have the tension of the phrase and the thesis here. Another harpsichord point here and the thesis here. Remember, harpsichord is tension, thesis is release. Any phrase in any dance has an harpsichord point and a thesis point, thetic point. Then if you don't recognize this, that's not good. This is, of course, a Romanesca, but Romanesca la San Martini. Here it is, San Martini Romanesca. The San Martini Romanesca, let's write San Martini Romanesca, it's very beautiful because instead of a 6 over degree 7, you have the harmony which is 6-4, 2-4-6. One example is Fregnute Ru. Etc. So it's very hard because you have the passing dissonant harmony, and here is on beat 2 and longer than the previous beat. La, sol, mi, fa, sol, do. San Martini Romanesca followed by counterpoint cadence so with the counterpoint cadence, because we have the suspension with the primer in the melody. Counterpoint cadence is in stage 4.3, while the primer here is in stage 6.5. Why do I writing all these things? Because this way you can know where to study separately each pattern and practice with the exercises I wrote to help you develop specific skill on each pattern, and then you can recombine all of them. Perfect. Let's move on to the next part. So we have another phrase. Here, so the first part is 8 phrases, is 8 bars, and it is clearly 4 plus 4. Okay, remember this in the Sarabande. 4 plus 4. Sol, fa, mi, sol, fa, mi, fa, sol, mi, la. In this phrase, we have this rhythm. Let's use this again, followed by this again. No, yes, yes and no. Yes and no, because in the melody we have this rhythm, but actually the subdivision of the bass line is this one, creating an hemiola. Okay, we are not talking about the hemiola in the Renaissance, because there are people so when you talk about the hemiola, professors of Renaissance music say this is not the hemiola. The hemiola is another thing. Of course, in the Renaissance, the hemiola is the use of the black note without the proportion, the tripola. If you have 3-2 with white notes, that's not an hemiola. But if instead of writing 3-2, you start writing black notes, in this case orange, you have the hemiola. Here we are in Baroque period, so the hemiola that we know from modern music theory, instead of 3 plus 3, 2 plus 2 plus 2. This way. Google hemiola, ask Father Google hemiola, and you'll know what is it. With the cadence, and so we have an harpsichord and thetic point here, of course. Then we have another phrase with another hemiola, in this case more clearer. So you can imagine something like this, because here the trill makes this beat stronger with a cadence to D minor. Then the melody is interesting because we have ascending and descending. Now the combination of ascending and descending, because at the beginning, so here we had descending and descending. Now in the second phrase, ascending and ascending. Now ascending, descending. Now descending, and the cadence. Let's analyze what's happening in the bass now. Sol, fa, sol, fa, mi. This part is very interesting because beside this note in the bass line, so F natural, and beside the La, it's almost the same also beside this note, but the rhythm and the taste is almost the same. What changes is in the bass, the F natural giving a modulating taste, which is very similar of this part, because we have fa, fa, fa. But if we had F sharp in the key, we will sing fa, fa, re, mi, fa, the same thing. But in this case, we have the G ut, the C ut hexachord, so we sing sol, fa, mi. Here, sol, fa, mi. So that's a sol, fa, mi in the bass line, which is then modulating mi, fa, do, re. This is a normal cadence, simple cadence, followed by this phrase fa, 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 mi, mi, fa, mi, mi, la, fa, mi, sol, fa, sol, la, re. This is The so-called gallant cadence, which is a simple cadence with parallel 6. Also here we are in the Partimento method, chapter 4 about cadences. So gallant cadence. New phrase, which is the last phrase of this part. So this is very balanced because we have the same thing. Mi, fa, mi, fa, as you can see, and then sol, fa, sol, sol, fa, sol, mi, sol, sol, fa, fa, sol, mi, or you could also say sol, sol, fa. It depends on what hexachord you want to use here, okay? According to the writing, would be more coherent. Sol, fa, mi, fa, fa, sol, mi. This way. Very balanced. What's the role of this phrase? To come back to F in order to be on the 4th degree, preparing the final cadence to C major. So nothing to say here. Mi, fa, mi, fa. We can identify this in the so-called cantus cadence, or within cantus cadences we have the comma cadence. The comma, mi, fa, mi, fa. You can study with a lot of exercises in chapter. We are in chapters in stage 7.23. 7.3 within the cantus cadence stage. After this, we have this one, which is very interesting because the pattern is totally different, the baseline is totally different, but it's set on something very similar to a monte. This way, using F sharp. And we could say, yes, that is a monte. So, made with the previous phrase, with the second half of the previous phrase. So, this way we have the monte with mi, mi, fa, fa, sol, fa, mi, sol, fa, mi. This is. And what is very interesting is another point, this extreme relationship. And this is totally normal because it belongs to the hexachord. You have the hexachord to be U, tre, mi, fa, sol, la, with 2 semitones, one in the bottom, fa, mi, and one in the top, la, fa. So they can work together in the same environment, even in some contexts, something like this. Of course, it's better to use them separately, but you can, because they are in the same system. One is the nibble tone at the top, the other one is the nibble tone at the bottom. And the same thing between B natural and B flat works between F sharp in the bass and F natural. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, fa, mi, fa. This way. And it creates an ending point because with a gallant cadence in this point. Which, no, it's a normal gallant cadence. Okay, so let's write gallant cadence because of parallel thirds. Something similar to this. So gallant cadence. Okay, very nice. Now let's see the rhythm of the second part. Here we have minima, semi-minima, minima, semi-minima, minima. This is the main rhythm of this allemande, of this sarabande. We have a big use of this little of this figuration, short, long, pam, pa, 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 pam. Even when you have some hemiolas. For example, here the miola is not clear in terms of the bass line writing, but we can make it in playing. We can play with an accent on the trill and here, and we don't have an accent here because we only have a note which is a continuation of the arpeggio. And then we have also the same rhythm in this point. Here it's clear we have a continuously this rhythm in this sarabande, but I want to write so you can have it in your PDF this way, and this way. Perfect. Now let's play again the second part of the second part. Very nice. And now with this consciousness, let's listen again to the whole sarabande, to the entire sarabande from the beginning, paying attention to those points. And this was the sarabande played with some improvised ornamentation on the refrain, but okay, nice. And let's continue in the next video of this series with the next dance, which is a very interesting ballet anglois, then the minuet and the jig, and we have completed a dance. So join Patreon if this video will be public, I don't know it yet, to get a big amount of resources you can't imagine, and to stay more in contact with all of us. To join the Partimento method and start studying music. You need a step-by-step path. That's why there is a Partimento method. And then 3, if you need personal guidance, I also have some paths which are one-to-one, pay attention that, of course, my day has only 24 hours, so there may be the possibility that places, the slots are very limited. So you can always, you can write to me. You can find all the info here in the description. And so let's continue our journey, our adventure to the next video, talking about another dance. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. In many religious traditions, God gave man the power to name. Name things, name animals, name your peers. With words you can destroy and you can create. With words you can hurt and you can comfort. With words you can manipulate reality or describe it as best you can. One of the most powerful exercises you can do to compose your own music is to say what you play. You can say the intervals you play. You can say the letters you play. You can say the solmization syllables you play. This is exactly what you will do in the say and play exercises in the Partimento method. With the powerful say and play exercises, playing various patterns such as Romanesca, tight bass, windfall will be like recalling magical powerful spells. You think of the pattern, you say it, and the magic is done. Let there be third and sixth, and there was third and sixth. I have defiant music in mind. A music that's not confined to institutions and academies for the chosen few, but that lives in the hearts of those who feel called by a mission. A music that is not about credit, exams and loyalty points, but is built on study, love, dedication, passion, connection. A music that doesn't insult your intelligence and your creativity. You have to do this way because it's always been done this way. But a magical world to explore, full of enchanted forests and mystical paths to draw. Maybe this music is not for everyone. No. It's for those who aren't satisfied with the way things are today. For those who rebel against what and how we are taught in the education system. For those who want to see meanings beyond the notes. This is our music, the music of Musicus Practicus. And you? Are you a Musicus Practicus?